problem this season for him. But anyway, we look ahead to Docicello, and he does deal with it. And this just is great. I mean, what is great about GT Open is the equality that we seem to see between the drivers and cars, the top drivers, of course. And whether it's at the beginning, as we see here, where we're only 12 minutes into the race, or whether it's at the end, there seems to be battles throughout the pack in both classes. Oh, and off for Cocotti. Is he going to make contact? Yes, he has. Now, what happened there, Piers? What's your thoughts on what happened? Oh, an even bigger hit. That's Barberand for Aguas. Alvaro Barberand Aguas. Mark Lee picks his way through the debris.
I mean, we didn't see what happened after that, but it just seems that, like, Andrew dropped the car, whether there's some fluid on the floor or something. It's impossible to tell, but we can see that Rui's car is absolutely destroyed. The actual, I mean, that looks incredibly bad at the front there, but that crumple zone comes off quite regularly. That's meant to happen there. There's nothing in front of that. The front chassis structure there is still in place, but you can see the first 4 foot of the car.
Oh, now look, you see just how close Barber was to missing Cocotti. As he comes back on. Now that was just a very bad piece of timing from Rui Aguas. What would you say, Piers?
Yeah, I mean, that's incredibly bad timing by Rui there. He came back onto the circuit here, running wide, and it's a car on the left, and he just comes across the front of Barbara there, and there's just nowhere to go, and it's a horrendous crash. But he was waving from outside. We can see just the water coming out the front of the car there, waving to the marshals, and the safety car is out, obviously.
Lee did very well to miss that as well, didn't he? Because that was I mean, going back a little bit, we saw Cocotti spin, so I wonder what caused that. Most uncharacteristic for a driver of his standard, that corner as well. Could have been a problem that caused that. Obviously, we don't know at this stage. And therefore, Barber, of course, had a massive swerve to miss him. Did really well to miss him. And amazing bit of driving by Barber. That, of course, gave Aguas the momentum to get around the outside. But it just looked like, as he came from that extra bit of road back on, he just hadn't judged the gap between himself and Barber properly.
No, he was running out of road. He could see the grass coming towards him. He obviously thought, and it's a good chance that it was in his blind spot there, because there's not a lot of vision out of the Ferrari at this particular point, that he was fully passed, and he wasn't. And Barber obviously, you know, the heat of the moment, didn't realise that there was so much room. An odd accident to go off there, so, you know, it's possible something's broken or something's happened, maybe a tyre or something. But as we can see there on the right, big accident. And, you know, like I said, the front of the car, we've had an accident like that with one of our customers, and, you know, it looks, you know, a lot worse than what it is. But hopefully Rui's okay in the car there. He was waving, and hopefully that means he's okay.